My name is Don Purfeerst the third. I grew up a little bit of everywhere, like Camp Lake, Wisconsin, Indianapolis, Des Plaines, and now Winthrop Harbor. My family, I have a new wife, a new baby. I've got a son, and I've got a daughter. I like to play sports. I like to cook out on the grill. I like to go fishing, anything outdoors. I love music, playing guitar, writing music. I lived with my mom, and she really didn't go to church, but my dad, he lived in Indianapolis, and he went to church. We would go to church with him when we were younger, but we really didn't like to. When I was younger, I thought that life would be a lot easier than it is right now. When you're younger, you don't really realize, you have to pay for everything from like toilet paper to, electric bill. You don't really even, can't even really fathom what your life can be like. You kind of hope it can be a bunch of different things, but sometimes the road goes a different way. I battled depression and a little bit of anger, and about 2 years ago, my best friend was murdered, and then I was battling with drugs a lot. After my best friend Kenny's death, I just didn't understand. I just questioned everything. I was angry and bitter, and I just spiraled out of control until I just hit rock bottom. I didn't think that I can live a day without doing drugs or, feeling like I didn't even want to live in this life. I've wanted to end it so many times. In about 2006, it was before my brother Kenny died, and I was going to church a lot with my dad, and I was really getting into it. And but then the thing that happened with Kenny happened, and it kind of hit the fan. Just about 2 years ago, I really started seeking him out. Didn't think life can get any better. I just knew it was going to get a lot worse. I quit doing drugs and started looking for a church. Started, reading the Bible. I met my wife, and she really pushed me along. She really had faith in me, and she showed me love, and kind of showed me that I didn't need drugs or anything to just have a happy life. It was a little bit after we started going to North Point Church, and I started kind of living what Tim was preaching and trying to be a better person, because I saw where my life was headed, and I just didn't want that to be what for my kids either. I surrendered to him, and I was just hoping that he would take me in the right direction. When I started going to North Point Church, I started, practicing, not just saying, oh, I'm a Christian, and oh, I go to church, and but I started practicing my religion. I've never been baptized before, except for when I was a little baby. I don't remember that. First time I got baptized was, up on stage with everybody. And I think that's the turning point that I needed. Me and my wife moved out here to Winthrop Harbor. We were looking for a church to go to, and I was talking with my landlord's wife, and she mentioned that she goes to this church and that it's really loud and fun and awesome, and that they're considered the old people. I took that home with me, and talked to my wife about it, and that next Sunday we went just check it out, and we fell in love with it. Times were rough, so we didn't miss. We missed a couple Sundays, but within a month or two, we were regular attendees. What keeps me coming back to North Point Church is the atmosphere is amazing. The people are nice and inviting. They see that you're a new person. They come up and talk to you. Won't let you leave until they get part of you. And make you feel good about yourself. And every time they see you, they say hi, they give you a hug, a handshake, and the pastor, Tim, he's pretty funny, except for them cat jokes. One thing I would love for somebody to see that's an outsider is when we baptize somebody. Like I'm getting chills right now. I remember when I got baptized, the energy in the room is just so great, and people are just excited for you. It's like a celebration almost, just no cake and punch. It's awesome to see the whole church celebrating and just having a strength for your journey, just a new life, and I think it's one of the strongest things at North Point Church. I love Jesus because he died for my sins so that I can be in paradise one day. For some people, it's hard to even realize that, but when you start going down the right path, everything kind of clicks. It's like I have a second chance. Yeah, that's my story, and no one can tell it but me.